Welcome back to Mass Appeal. Why is it that some students reach their full potential while others struggle? Well, successful learners have skills that underachievers lack. And joining us with more on how parents can help teach their kids these skills to succeed, we have parenting expert Jeff Londraville. He's the author of The Filter. So there are so many things that parents can help instill in kids to help them succeed more.
Right, absolutely. You know, parents have more control than they think they do, much like kids. I feel that parents are responsible for watching what they say and what they do more now than ever. And teachers are the same way. So we have a huge effect because parents are the first role models kids see. That could be a good thing or that could be a bad thing, depending on how well the parent has adjusted. And a good role model as a parent that's worked on their life, has filtered out what's happened in their life, really concentrate on, not just for them, but for their child, to be the best parent they can be, to be the best person they can be. A bad role model, of course, hasn't worked on that and may bring some of the negative stuff that's happened in their past into their future, which of course would then affect their children, and that's how we continue the cycle. And so we want to watch that.
And a tactile role model, someone who you can reach out to and talk to, is great because, as we've seen recently, sometimes athletes are not the best role models.
That's right. And you know what's interesting about that? I was thinking about that as well. We look at results as what is the best. For a kid looks at results.
Yep.
So if you look at an athlete and say, okay, he's famous, people love him, he makes a ton of money, he's very good at a sport, that's everything. So whatever he says is, of course, right. Yeah. And you know what the thing is but it's not always. So we look at things in a strange way. We need to explain that to our children more of, this may be this way because of this. And yes, this person can run with a football, can do this well, but they also need to work on their life as well because this can happen. So it's not the end all. So we have to watch results kids see, and then they get confused of, well, that seems good. So they have to watch that.
It's not. Another thing that successful kids have are connections, not just,
Right.
well-placed people in industries, but connections with families and groups.
Right, a connection's huge because every person wants to be connected. And this is why people join gangs, this is why people join different groups, why they join teams, all these different things. People want to feel connected, even if it's in a negative way, because they don't want to be alone. Alone is a dark, dark place, but alone is where the dark place, the walls are caving in. So people hate that feeling, and what they do to escape is to jump to people to grab on, people to empathize with them, what they're going through. That's not always a good thing, but we have to look at connection as the right thing. So if you connect with kids in the right way, you can then explain things, such as role models and other things. But you have to connect. You have to connect because connection is huge to opening the door to a child's heart.
Now, successful kids, they don't only just make those connections, but once they do, they establish a team of people around them, and you hope you're on that team.
Right, absolutely. You know, the old saying, it takes a village, is really true. Who really actually raises your child? It's you, it's teachers, it's people on the playground. All these different people throughout your child's life will raise your child. So you have to be the strongest and the best parent you can be. So just in case the people on the playground or that teacher isn't doing their job, that's where you can step up and actually fill in the blanks there.
Another thing that kids need to be successful is the belief that they can be successful, and that's easy to say.
Right. No, everything starts with thoughts. So if you believe you can actually help more. It'll help you more. If you believe you can't, you're already starting with a negative thought. So instilling in your child the belief that they can achieve, and actually explaining to them why they can achieve. Building up confidence in your child is huge because it'll open doors instead of shutting doors before they even get to the door. And I know that sounds a little strange, but the thing is children will try things if they feel confident in trying them.
Yep.
That's really, really a big parent's job, teacher's job, to actually build confidence for connection and actually having them wanting to achieve and think they can achieve.
That's the thing, because if you don't think you can do it, you won't try, and you'll never know if you could.
Right. Trying's huge, and we have to give kids to try things. The way they try things is to believe that they can.
Jeff, it's always a pleasure.
Always.
The last tip is
you.
Communication, and that's what we're doing today, and that's what it's so important that you do with your kids, and now you know how to be successful. It's always a pleasure to have you here. Go to mymassappeal.com for more information.